First thing you'll need to do is gather your 5 test tubes from your chemistry kit and an empty glass that you can put them in. You'll need to label your test tubes so you know which one is which. So taking the Sharpie that is in your chemistry kit, you're going to write onto the glass of the test tube. On some of your test tubes, you may see there is this white space. Please do not write on the white space. It's impossible to remove the Sharpie from that space. So you're going to write on the glass above it. So you're going to label one of your test tubes A. So you're just going to write right on the glass A. B. Doesn't have to be perfect, just so you know. C. And then A plus B and A plus C. So now my test tubes are labeled. Then using your microscope, you're going to do 1 level scoop of the 3 salts. So copper sulfate into A, sodium carbonate into B, and then sodium sulfate into C. Please make sure that you clean off your microspoon in between each salt that you use. You don't want to contaminate. So to clean it off, you're just going to dip it into a little bit of water and then get a clean paper towel or cloth and just dry it out as best you can. Ball up the cloth so you really get inside of the spoon here and dry it off completely, and then you can scoop your next salt. After you've made observations about your salts, you're going to dissolve them with distilled water, so using the distilled water in your kit and your pipette. You have a bunch of pipettes in your kit, so please take some water into one of your pipettes, dissolve it with salt A, and then just leave it in there. So this becomes the pipette that goes with salt A, so you're not contaminating your reactions with the pipette. So you just leave it in there, and then you get a clean pipette for the next one, and then another clean pipette for the last one. You only need 3 pipettes because A, B, and C are your initial salts, so these are salts by themselves. And then for A and C, for this test tube, you're going to use the pipette that's in A and pipette some in, and then you're going to use the pipette that's in C and pipette some into there. To mix this, you're just going to flick it the bottom of the test tube. So you're not going to mix it with a pipette like you would these salts. You can mix these with the pipettes. But when you're doing your reaction, just pipette it in from the top and then flick it to react. So for A and C and A and B, that's how you're going to mix those. It is possible to remove the Sharpie from the outside of your test tube. All you'll need is a little bit of rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. Put a little bit of that onto a paper towel, and then all you have to do is rub it on the Sharpie and it'll come right off. So when you go to clean up your test tubes tomorrow, you'll need to remove the Sharpie. Anything that is alcohol based will remove the Sharpie. So if you don't have isopropyl alcohol, generally mouthwash has alcohol in it, witch hazel, things like that. So anything that has an alcohol based isopropyl alcohol, that will take off the Sharpie.